Hi guys, and welcome back to the Venda Chef channel. My name is Punzo. If you're new here, welcome. I have been gone for more than a minute. I know, procrastinations, just procrastination. Got a job somewhere in between, got overwhelmed, couldn't do it. A lot of things happen. But in any case, we move. Welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And guys, enjoy the recipe. So starting off, this is the ingredient list. So I wanted to give it to you here. It will also be in the description box below. So starting off, ignore my pen. I know it looks, yeah. So you're going to put in the oil. And then right there, I was just testing out if it was hot enough. And then I added my onions. So this is about a medium. It's not small, but it's like medium towards large, but not the largest. It's still very small. And I just roughly chopped it. Remember, in this situation, I'm not trying to brown it or anything. I'm just allowing it cook. I'm basically sweating it out. Now, what would be better if is you can put a lid on it so that it actually sweats instead of like browning it or cooking it or anything else. So this was just it cooking on a low heat. So all of this is happening on a medium low heat. And then this is just me stirring it so that it doesn't stay in one place and brown. Okay. Then right here, this is a tablespoon of garlic, and then I'm just mixing it in. And the reason why I didn't put the garlic and the onion, most especially this crushed garlic that I got from the store, was because it burns too fast because of how small it is. But also, I'm on low heat. Remember, medium, low heat. Here, these are my potatoes. So I'm just gonna add them here just so that they can just get some of that onion flavor and garlic flavor nyan. So I'm just adding it here. Like, listen, if you don't want to do all of these steps, you can add the onions, the garlic with the oil and the potatoes at the same time. Move it a little bit, and then you're gonna put in some water. Or you can also use milk. For me, I'm lactose intolerant, so I will put milk in this recipe, but towards the end and not so much. But I'm mostly going to use water. Also, if you do not have milk, this is a good alternative. Or if you are vegan or vegetarian, you don't have to put in the dairy and it just tastes as amazing. Or you can find alternatives and put them in there. The almond milk, oat milk, it all works well. So right here, I'm adding in the water. This is cold water that I'm adding in. Now, listen, you're gonna do this until the potatoes are very soft. So it has to cook the same way when you're cooking your mash or anything. You have to allow them to get very soft. Now, listen, if you want this to happen faster, you cut to a smaller size than what you're seeing, and that's roughly chopped. You cut them to a very small size and this will cook faster. And here I'm going to add my white pepper, and I'll also add my salt. So I'm adding it here. So this is about a teaspoon, and right here I'm adding in the salt, also half a teaspoon. But remember, it's to taste. So after it's all done, is cooked, and then you are blending it, you can taste whether or not you need to add anything extra at the end. And right here is when I'm going to cover it. So this is me stirring it for the last bit before I cover it with a lid, and then I leave it to simmer. Low heat, remember, low heat. And here, even though it's not visible, I reduced the heat even more. It was starting to bubble outside. So yes, you're not seeing anything. I'm just moving the lid because it's starting to spill out just a little bit. So here I was just adjusting it and then opening. If you can see, there's an opening on the side. And then here, this is the midway check-in, just to make sure that everything is going well and to check how the softness of the potatoes there. That's me checking how soft it is. So guys, here it was all done. Switched off the stove and I'm just stirring it. So it's done cooking. Now I'm gonna put it to the side and allow it to cool a little bit. Now, even for me, I didn't allow it cool completely, and that was a mistake on my part because as I was blending it, it almost splashed on my face and on my hand. But when you're doing it, allow it to cool completely. So I'm just mixing it for the last time before I transfer it into the blender. Here I am transferring the cooked potatoes into the blender so that we can blend it. Remember, you can also use the handheld blender at this point. You just do it into a pot or into a bowl. Right here, after I've transferred everything into my blender, I'm just allowing it to blend on the first level. Now, as I was blending it, it was struggling a little bit, so I knew it was a little bit thick. So to adjust for that, you will see in the next few minutes that I added some milk. It's both for flavor and to reduce the thickness of the soup that I was making at this point. But if you like it thick, you leave it as is. If you, of course, would like it a little bit thinner, then you would leave it. Now here, in as much as I'm saying it's thick, you can see that it's still a little bit thinner, but I wanted it even more thin. So for this is the instance where I am adding in the milk. Not that much milk because it wasn't really that thick. And then of course I added my sour cream for the flavor as well. Now you can omit all of those if you want to, or you can put them in, or you can put in any other type of cream that you might like with your soup. So right here, I'm trying something new. I'm showing you as I'm plating it. So I was just checking out the thickness of it. And that's when I saw that I've got a perfect one. So then I was dishing it up. Now listen, don't judge my plating. Don't judge my table either. I also cleaned that side. Do not judge my plating. I was never good at this, even in culinary school. And when I did my internship at a restaurant, I was still not good at it. But I tried. I tried what I could, and I didn't have enough greens. If I had a green, I would have put a little bit of some on the top, like chives or something, just so that at least it looks, nice and presentable. But, well, we do what we do. So this is the end result, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please tell me down below if you tried the recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.